are back with a very decorated actor and just an all-around good human being. Jim Parsons, a four-time Emmy winner, Golden Globe winner, Tony nominee. Perhaps you've heard of that character he played, Sheldon Cooper. Did it for 12 seasons on the hit sitcom The Big Bang Theory.
And last spring, Jim reprised that role in the series finale of the spinoff, Young Sheldon. Huge among the middle schoolers, by the way, Jim.
Yes.
And now Jim is back to Broadway.
He is starring in the revival of Our Town, a Pulitzer Prize-winning classic set in New Hampshire in the early 1900s. Jim playing the legendary role of a stage manager, speaking directly to the audience about the daily lives, loves, and losses experienced by the local folk there. Jim, it is good to see you.
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is probably one of the quintessential American theater experiences. And so when you got the opportunity to do this, I mean, and the stage manager, of course, being such a legendary role, what was your thought process going into this?
That I was going to say yes, what the hell that meant. I really did. I was like, this is one of those opportunities when somebody comes and asks you to do it that I feel as an actor, you just do it. And you hope for the best, and it has been the most incredible experience so far. I've never, you and I were talking before we came on the air, I've never worked on a more beautiful play in my entire life. I mean, it's just, the words are just fantastic.
You are so legend in all the different roles you play, but you also do that thing where you're able to disappear into whatever role it is that you take on. Mother Play is a play you did before jumping into this show. That was just a cast of 3 people, right? You multiply that by 9. You've got 27 on this show. How do you all gel behind the scenes? And tell us about some of your cast mates.
Well, I'll tell you this. Kenny Leon directed this, and Kenny's approach, of the many things he approached our rehearsals with, was he would open up the floor almost every day to a discussion of, did anybody see anything in life that's interesting that they observed? And it was kind of a twofold thing of, A, keep your eyes open and observe the towns, as it were, that you're in, whether it's in Greenwich Village or it's in Midtown, wherever it is you're coming from. And then for all of us to communicate with each other and kind of become our own community. It was like hypnotism almost. I mean, we really have become a very tight, loving group of people that feels like a real community every time we go to the theater. And anytime you ask people to tell their story of things they've observed, you learn something about them that you wouldn't just by working with them.
Right.
Their interpretation of what they saw says much more than anything else they're going to do during the day. It's been so neat.
Cool.
You're a fantastic actor. You'd make a great journalist, too.
Oh, thank you.
The reality is, as I understand it, you're on stage for about an hour, 45 minutes straight. No intermission.
No intermission.
But you are granted a very...
I have a potty break.
Okay.
About 35 minutes into the show, there's a nice swath of time where I can go up and use the bathroom, wash my hands, and grab a snack if I need to, which I frequently do. I'm like, you know what? Why risk it? Both pee and get something to eat. And then I'm back for the rest of it.
Very efficient.
With the hand washing in between.
Very efficient.
You know, in a play like Thornton Wilder's, and the lines are so crucial to everything, do you ever screw them up? I always wondered about that.
It's been minimal. One of the things that was very important to me in playing this particular role, because he is kind of the liaison between the actors and the scenes and the audience, he's talking to them the whole night, was to be as much myself as I could. Just I thought that kind of level of honesty was going to be important with winning the trust of the audience and whatever. But because of that, the few times that I have had moments that felt like a flub coming on, I have felt pretty comfortable choosing my own words if I have to get out of it for that night, just because I'm like, it's still just me talking to you. I would like to get all of Thornton's words in, but maybe tonight we're not going to hear them all. But for the most part, that doesn't happen. And I do run over all the lines before every single performance still right now.
Do you have any memory tricks that you use?
My old reliable thing is flashcards, and I just go in my dressing room. It takes about 25 minutes to go through the whole thing. It's a good warm-up, and it puts it back in my head. It's nice.
Can we give you your flowers for 1 second? Obviously, you've had very successful projects. Everyone knows you from Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, which Craig was saying his son Dell is into. My daughter, everybody is watching Young Sheldon.
It's amazing.
Good, clean fun. Hidden Figures, too, that film. But talk about what it means to kind of have this success. Did you envision this? What were you hoping for when you became an actor as a kid?
I don't know what the youngest version of me thought. The late teenage, early 20s version just wanted to be able to make a living doing it, pay rent basically by doing it. Anytime I do something like this, come on a national morning show and talk about something, if I step back, I'm like, what the hell is happening? I mean, really, what the hell happened? You know, and it is nice. And in fact, to play like Our Town is kind of a wonderful way to remember to step back and look at the whole framework of your life.
That's beautiful.
Because it's so easy to forget and so easy to just go, yeah. I was talking to the three of them on the Today Show. And it's like, no, you're here.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Your eyes are still wide open.
We're
Yeah.
so glad
Love
you're
that.
here.
No, thank you.
Congratulations on this.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Our Town officially opening up Thursday at the Ethel Barrymore Theater for a limited run through January 2025, and that is a spectacular suit.
I was going to say that.
We're loving it.
Pink corduroy. Only Jim Parsons. Only Jim can rock that.
Congratulations, Jim.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.